Hello and welcome to I'm Learning Turkish. As always, I, Anastasia Krajnichenko, will be your teacher today. We already have done a great job in previous lessons. We understood how to point to stuff, we understood how to ask questions. So today we will understand how to talk about ourselves and another different people. And we will start with personal pronouns for it. There are some problems with personal pronouns. Actually, not problems, it's mostly difficulties, because in English we only have you. But in Turkish we have a singular you and plural you. But firstly, let's see what is happening with I and we. Ben means I in Turkish, and biz means we. Sen means singular or informal you, and siz is plural or formal you. O means he, she or it, because in Turkish there is no gender. Onlar means they. But can we just use personal pronouns to talk about other people? Can we say sen güçlü or biz güzel? Definitely not. If it would be so, we wouldn't talk about it so long. So let's see how to figure it out and really build a nominal sentence in Turkish. We will start with I sentences. We will do it really detailed so we don't have any problems in future. So if I sentences is building with a word which is finished with a consonant, we firstly have a ben, which means I, then a word, and then a suffix im, or If a last vocal of a word is u or u, we will have as in words ben kızım or ben arkadaşım. You can see that the suffix is not stretched. The vowel in the word is stretched. We can see what if the last vowel of word is e or e, we will add im, as in words ben mühendisim or ben şenim. If they have o and u in the end of a word, we will have in its end as well, such as words ben doktorum or ben kurdum. And if we have or ü in the end, we will add as in ben körüm or ben gülüm. But what can we do if the last letter of a word is a vowel? We remember a rule according to which we can't put two vowels in a row. What should we do? You remember, in Turkish, ye is a consonant. It's a really hard mixing, but we have to go with it. So if our word is finished with a vowel, we are adding firstly ye and then our nice suffixes. As an example, the word baba is finished with a. So we will add ye and Ben babayım. I am a father. If the word is finished with e or e, we will add ye and im, as in ben iyiyim. I am fine or I am good. If the word is finished with o or u, we will add ye and as in ben doluyum, I am full. And of course, if it's and u, we will add yum, ben kötüyüm, I am a bad guy. So it wasn't so hard, I think, and we can review what is happening with biz, which is we. To say we are something, we need to do kinda same thing. but we will not have M in the end. We will have Z. So we are taking biz in the beginning, then we are putting our nice word, and then is, us, or us if the word is finished with a consonant, and use, use, or use if the word is finished with a vowel. As an example, we already know all these words. We have biz kızız, we are girl, and biz babayız, we are fathers. Biz mühendisiz, we are engineers. Biz iyiyiz, we are good. Biz doktoruz, we are doctors. Biz doluyuz, we are full. Biz körüz, we are blind. And biz kötüyüz, we are bad. Just pay your attention not to add lar or ler to those words, because in English we are doing it as we are, like for example, doctors. We don't need it because if it's we already understand that we can't be just one doctor. It's logical. Then let's see a story about one little girl named Jale and learn about her family with some words we already know, but with new grammar. Benim adım Jale. Ben kızım, öğrenciyim. 7 yaşındayım. Bunlar annem Zehra ve babam Salih. Ben Salih, ben bir öğretmenim. Benim adım Zehra, ben aşçıyım. Biz iyi bir aileyiz. Biz çok mutluyuz ve sağlıklıyız. In order you caught some words, let's see translation of this little story. My name is Jale, I'm a girl, a student, I'm 7 years old. These people are my mom Zehra and my dad Salih. He said that he's Salih, he is a teacher, and her mother said that her name is Zehra and she is a cook. We are a nice family, we are very happy and healthy. Now, let's see what is happening with all this you stuff, which we have a lot in Turkish. We have 2 of them. Let's start with singular one, which is sen. Here, we don't have so much troubles as with ben and biz, because there is no matter whether it is a consonant, a vocal, or vowel in the end of the word. We will only add sin, sin, sun, or sun to this word. As an example, sen kızsın, sen babasın. You see there were u and a in those letters in the end. Sen mühendissin, sen iyisin. You see, there was e and also e, by the way, but in the end of the word directly. Sen doktorsun, which meant you are a doctor, and sen dolusun. And sen körsün, sen kötüsün. You are bad. What is happening with the plural one? Actually, it is super easy, barely an inconvenience, because it seems kind of exactly like the previous one, but with a little us, is, us, or us after sin, sin, sun, and sun. We are taking siz, the word, and then sinis, sinis, sunus, or sunus, in the same shim, which we already know. We are doing it this way. Siz kızsınız, you are girls. Siz babasınız, you are fathers. Siz mühendissiniz, you are engineers. Siz iyisiniz, you are good ones, or just you are good. Siz doktorsunuz, you are doctors. Siz dolusunuz, you are full. siz körsünüz, you are blind, and siz kötüsünüz, you are bad. Again, pay attention not to put lar or ler before this sınız in other affixes. Just because if we are saying siz, we understand it's already plural. You know, something strange happened to he, she, it sentences in Turkish, because they used to be the hardest ones, but now they are just the easiest. Because we used to add all those suffixes you see here, like dır, tur, and so on, just to make a little he, she, it sentence, like she is ill or something. But Turks thought like, is it actually changing? Can I understand whether it's she is ill without those dır stuff? And they decided that, yeah, they can probably understand it. So now we are rarely using all those suffixes you see here, and we actually don't need to know them so much. But just in case you see them, understand that those are just normal, regular he, she, it sentences. So to say, for example, he is ill, we are just taking o, we are taking a word, and that's basically all. So to say she is a girl, we are just saying o kız. And o baba simply means he is a father. O mühendis and o iyi are really simple to build, isn't it? O doktor means he is a doctor. O dolu, he is full. O kör, he is blind, and o kötü, he is bad. Remember, that was a strange thing that we saw in demonstratives. We also had o there. How to understand which o is a demonstrative like that and which one is he, she, or it? We only can rely on context, but trust me, you will understand it really clearly in all texts and all conversations. You will not have any trouble with it. And the last but not the least is they. How to say they are something? It's really easy. We are taking our onlar, we are giving our word, and we are simply adding lar or ler. As an example, onlar kızlar, or onlar mühendisler, or onlar doktorlar, onlar kötüler. But there is a nice thing to do. We can also say onlar kız or onlar kötü, and it will not change anything. Just trust me, it's the thing that happens to us every time. Turks are just like in he, she, it sentences. They were like, can't they understand that it's like they are girls without adding lar? And they decided to say, yeah, we can understand it clearly. You see, it's really comfortable language. We can just mix something, we can just change something, and it will actually not be changed for Turks sometimes. Let's see the big table, the big scheme of how can we build all these nominal sentences in Turkish. Be really aware of ben and bis sentences, because we already spoke it. We can add ye if there is a vowel in the end of a word. Let's, for example, try to make only one word be like I am a girl, you are a girl, and so on. Let's choose as an example a student, because you are all students now, and as you remember, I'm your teacher. So let's make I am a student, you are a student, and so on. Ben öğrenciyim. I am a student. Sen öğrencisin. You are a student. O öğrenci. He, she is a student. Biz öğrenciyiz. We are students. Siz öğrencisiniz. You are students. And onlar öğrenciler, or just simply onlar öğrenci, is they are students. You see, it's pretty simple to build and pretty satisfying to understand, which with giant theme you can understand right now. But why do we need all those personal suffixes? You may realize that Turks are okay with simplifying everything. So pronouns are often getting shortened in Turkish. We can pronounce them as just I am a teacher as öğretmenim, not ben öğretmenim. We can say you are strong as güçlüsün without adding sen there. Zayıfız as we are weak instead of biz zayıfız. Doktorlar instead of onlar doktorlar, and so on. So it's really important for you to understand that you shouldn't forget all those suffixes we just learned. Now we are going to our commercial break. Please don't turn off your TVs and stay tuned with us because this theme is not done yet. We have a lot of way to go. See you after break.